little bit like the old days. Reminds me of being a kid and coming to the wreckers with Dad. You bring your tools and you take your parts. So there's an LN106 in here that I've come to get the doors off. What a score. Tools in hand. And there it is. There's Bullet Truck's new doors. Oh, they open. And they shut. Nice. Oh, lovely. We'll be able to pass scrutineering now. Got the doors and the steering wheel. A good day at the office, this one. So the last time we saw Bullet Truck was before Christmas, before our trip up north. It wasn't in a good state. Needed a lot of work done to it. So what we've got parts coming. We've got a sponsor run organised for mid-February. So we've got to get our fingers out and get this truck back together. So not only now did we have to put the new housing on, but we had to replace the centre. Parts have arrived, so we're on track to get up there over the weekend. Our new housing, our new straight housing, still with the factory studs this time. I mean, I got 10 years out of the last one before I had to modify and start putting bigger studs in. So hopefully, even if we get 5 out of this one, it'll be great. Adam got the brackets on for the shock inversions and the bar, the ladder bar, the bracket. Okay, let's have a look at what parts came. They're the axle seals that we'll need on the housing. Genuine, that's genuine. So my friend Michael at Toyota, he sent these. Genuine starter relay. I was starting to have troubles with it again. Now this is a fuel pump. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put this in line from the cell to the fuel pump. And that's going to stop me having those issues I have when I'm on an angle or a hill for a long time. Whoa! Not sure how I'm going to wire it yet, whether I wire it to a switch or I just leave it hardwired, but it's about 4 litres a minute. This should do the trick. Genuine engine mounts, driver and passenger. Now I had this hose made up. What I'm going to be doing is bypassing the proportioning valve. It's a comp truck. We don't carry loads. As it is, it always is. So we're going to bypass that proportioning valve when we fit that new housing back up. This is a barb for the diff breather. Okay, we've got a genuine pitman arm from Toyota. Hopefully we don't bend this one. I've worked with Terrain Tamer before, Brent and Alan. We did the parabolics together, so they're a good company. Now, that diff that you saw that I did a tooth on, I don't have any more 4-5 gears. So Terrain Tamer have sent out a set of brand new gears, Japanese made. So we're going to try them. 4-5-6 ratio, you get a flange with it. Here's the crown wheel. So it looks good. I mean, it's Japanese made. We've got till tomorrow afternoon to get this sorted because we're heading up with an empty car trailer and a truckload of parts. Got the axle seals in. Got the barb in for the breather. I always put a bigger size one so that it can breathe better. That's as much as I can do on the housing. So that's ready to go. An empty trailer and a tray load of spares. Not much sleep last night, but we got it all in. We got the diff together, got everything we need to get Bullet on this trailer and hopefully home. There it is, undercover. Bit of an ordinary drive up actually, bit of traffic. We'll get her uncovered, unleash the beast. Let the fun and games begin. Got the housing sitting in there temporarily. It's bolted up, but not super tight yet. So I think the next move is to get that ladder bar in those holes, see how close we were to the original weld up. Then we'll get the center in. Spot on. Check that out. Perfect. But the bottom one, I'm gonna have to take off and adjust it. It looks like it's just slightly tapered backwards. Hopefully this is the first and last diff center I have to pick up for 2021. Anyone would think I've practiced at doing these. keeping the original bolts this time. Center's in, but I need to do my leak test to make sure that I didn't damage the copper line just now. So we'll run the compressor before we put axles in or tail shafts on in case it does have to come out. It was all pressure tested on the bench, it was all good. Problem is it hasn't been started for nearly a month, so hopefully one kick and it just starts. Oh yeah! She fires, she lives. Let's just throw it on and go and have a listen. Alright, no air leaks, none coming out of the breather barb, none coming out of the axle tube. It's still on the compressor, so good job, Brian. Shocks are bolted up. Just got to remember to tighten this adjustable nut up. Reference mark. We'll finish the rest in the morning. Got the tail shaft on, so we just got the axles to do tomorrow. Get the tyres on, sort out the proportioning valve, which is going to be the tricky thing, and get it on the trailer. Part 2. It's 2 in the morning. We're going to get started on the proportioning valve first. It's seen better days. Probably hasn't even had to do anything for 10 years. So we're going to work out a way to bypass it, and we believe we don't need it. We should get better brakes, and it should bleed easier too. So I had that made up. I wasn't sure of lengths, but it's flexi. Worked out that one comes from the master cylinder, and that one goes to the rear axle. So I've got to join those two together. Right, so that's one in here. From the master cylinder to the back line, that's right. And then this line here, I'll follow that back and blank it off. Totally getting there. We got the axles in. I've done a gravity bleed on the brakes. Got one trep on. On to the next thing. Have a look at that pitman arm. It's another bent one. It's bent but twisted. Here's the genuine one. Maybe they just don't make stuff like they used to. They're definitely not bulletproof. Hopefully this holds up a bit better than the last couple. Another thing I had dramas with of late is it's starting sometimes. It'll just click for a few seconds and then kick over. So what we got is we got a genuine Toyota starter relay. So they're the two relays. So the second one, the one closest to the firewall, is the one I just showed you. It's the starter relay. And the first one's a glow plug relay. You just unbolt the 12mm bolt and it's a plug and play. Unplug, replug, and then the bracket, just screw the bracket back on to the inner guard. Oil time. And Team Bullet for 2021 was lucky enough to get sponsorship from Penrite oils again. A product that I love in any case and I've used all my life. So we're using 80/90 in the diffs, gearbox and transfer in this one. We're only doing the rear diff today. How good are these plungers? Also got the breather hooked up. I'm running the bigger line for this, and I'm running it to behind the cab where I've just got it on a generic fuel filter, just turned down a little bit. Having finished all Bullet Truck's jobs early, before we loaded it onto the trailer, we decided to go riding. So all the bikes and quads went on, and off we went.
No. Uh-oh. Wheel in the air. That's right. It's going to scrap the back.
Touching?
Yeah, you're right. Nice.
We need to go hole there.
Road's washed away. Tisha got through. It's just, hey.
The trailer's going to be on. Or your car's going to be on.
it won't flex.
That was sick.
Yeah, easy. Go.
Or
Go.
Work. Not too fast, slow down. Go the girls. You. We're all riding out and the girls are driving the trucks. What's Mum gonna do here? She's got ramps, she'll be good. Better go back and help her.
so it must be serious business.
Because I've got my helmet on.
Put on.
I've just got off the quad. Apparently the driver of this vehicle needs help. How's my old trailer? The wheeler. Righto, back dropping. Hey, come back here, that's my quad. This is your vehicle here. Oh, there must be another hard section. See the top?
You're amazing, Tish. Amazing.
So we got it home and off the trailer. We got a few things to do before our run. First thing, I'll attack at the doors, get the door replacements done. This will be the last time I open this door. So there's no rust to speak of, which is good. There's a little bit of play in this bottom hinge. I might consider changing that bottom one. But I mean, when this thing's not getting flogged out in the bush, it's generally in a garage. Hey kids.
Hey.
So at least I'm not going to have this issue with, you know, this is all broken and moving. Big ding here, which has put that out. Dings everywhere. It's a nice, fresh, clean, too clean for me. Easy access, all right. Having the guards cut back and no plastic internally. Getting to the hinges, which is normally a tedious job, is actually easy. Doors on. Window winder works lush. Nice door trim. Opens and shuts now. From the outside, from the inside. Just got to put the net on. A few more stickers.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye.
Bye.